was a kid, sometimes I would see my dad tap dancing on the TV. Tap dancing actually on the TV. But we were a normal family. Although my mum sometimes would tattoo our dog, which isn't such a bad thing, although the tattoos she put on the dog were actually tattoos of cats. Other than that, we were outrageously normal. But I must admit, my grandma. Now my grandma used to like to ride roller coasters while knitting socks for hamsters. Okay, we weren't normal at all. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Athenians and Toastmasters, and to our very welcome guests, are you normal? Now we've probably all heard people say things along the lines of, I grew up in a very normal family. That tells you as much as me saying, I grew up on a spaceship in Alpha Centauri. What do you base normal on? Most people consider themselves normal. Even you lot, probably. Let's try a highly scientific survey. Raise your hand if you like Marmite. Okay, who likes Russell Brand? Has anyone ever arm wrestled with an octopus? No, okay. What can we deduce from that very scientific survey? Is it abnormal to like Marmite? Is it normal to like Russell Brand? Now, it seems to me that the only time you can actually, the only thing that's really normal is if you support Arsenal. Peter, am I right?
Oh, come on.
Or maybe if you have a pint of wine before you go down the pub. Or if you were conceived on another planet. No, is that one just me? Okay. Now, when I was 18, I saw there was going to be a contest for the Spaghetti Eating Championship of Great Britain. Now, back on Alpha Centauri, we used to eat loads of spaghetti. For breakfast, scrambled spaghetti. For lunch, tin pickled spaghetti on toast. For dinner, linguine, which is a type of spaghetti. And my mum thought she'd enter me into the competition as it would be a way of saving food bills for a day. So there I am, in this plush Italian restaurant in Soho. I'm one of 20 finalists. There's a beautiful smell of fresh pasta in the air. We're each given a gigantic bowl with an almost insurmountable mound of spaghetti with a huge chunk of butter on top and a bottle of Pinot Grigio. On your marks. Get set. Go! Suddenly there's colossal cacophony of noise and everyone's grabbing handfuls of spaghetti and stuffing it down their gullets. There was complete chaos. Imagine the scene where 20 chavs have each been given a £20 gift voucher for an exclusive sale at Primark. It was absolute madness. There was just complete chaos until 36 seconds later. One bloke had finished. There was a lot of pasta. 36 seconds. How had he done it? Well, it seemed that what he had done was he had sucked with such force, he just created a huge vortex in the whole room. And we were holding ourselves down, and there's teacups flying against the walls, and there's small dogs going into orbit around the room. And then he would take the bottle of Pinot Grigio and just chunk it down, and the spaghetti would just go through, and he just kept on repeating that until he finished. Now, it turns out this guy was a Millwall Klingon. And Klingons are known throughout the universe as being the champion spaghetti eaters. So we didn't really have much choice, or much chance, I should say. Now, to give you another example, a couple of years later, I was playing Trivial Pursuit with 3 friends. Mike, Chris, and a Millwall Klingon, because by now he was a good mate of mine. And so for those of you who are not familiar with the game, there's 6 colours, and you land on various colours, and depending on what colour you land on dictates the subject of the question. So if you land on blue, for example, it's history. If you land on yellow, it's geography, and so on. Now there's only one problem with this game. 2 of the colours are green and brown. Now what I see as green, most people see as brown, and vice versa. Green questions were science and nature. Brown questions were art and literature. When I land on green, instinctively I ask for an arts and literature question. Klingon gives me a very strange look. You've landed on green at Science and Nature. Okay. A few minutes later, Bob lands on brown. Straight away he asks him a Science and Nature question. The Cleon gives him a seriously fierce look. That's brown! You've landed... that's a arts and literature question. Okay. Just after that, Mike asked for an arts and literature question when he landed on green. The Klingon went absolute nuts. What's wrong with you lot? You blind? You can't see? And it was at that point, when to our amazement, we realised the three of us had exactly the same form of colour blindness. And it was the Millwall Klingon that was abnormal. Now, just because someone may have a different sexual preference, or maybe a different skin colour, or maybe a heightened tolerance to be able to watch EastEnders, it doesn't make you normal and them abnormal apart from the EastEnders. It just makes us all very different. Now, in the 50 years I've been on this planet, I'm still not sure if I know what normal is. Are you normal? Do you consider yourselves normal? I'll just leave you with this. If you've ever seen a girl from Alpha Centauri, please let me know, because I've been searching for her for a long time. And in the meantime, I'm going to hand you back to our contest chair, who's definitely